Delicacies in the countryside are simple and pure. In the rural areas of Zibo, Shandong, a series of meat feasts are about to begin. Exploration and Discovery now presents Savoring Abundance Episode 2. In the rural areas where we live, there is never a shortage of strong human touch. Zibo is a famous cultural city in Shandong province. In recent years, it has gained fame for its barbecue. Outside the urban area, there is a prosperous land in the countryside, with delicious rural delicacies. On the 6th day of the 6th lunar month, the Fuyang Festival kicks off. The aroma of stewed whole mutton fills the air in the Yimeng mountain area. Rainbow trout in the clear streams of Woshan attract diners from far and wide for their deliciousness. In a farmyard of Linzer, smoke rises from the chimneys. A grand feast of beef makes people indulge in the joy of meat. The delicious ingredients from nature, and the skilled cooks in the towns and villages, together create rural feasts, allowing gourmets, family, and friends to enjoy the pleasures of meat. Mengshan Mountain is high, and the Yishui River is long. Located in the south-central part of Shandong province, the Yimeng mountain area boasts rolling hills, and Yishui River and Shuhe River winding through it, nurturing a unique folk culture. Eating mutton soup in the dog days keeps the doctor away. The local proverb reflects the custom and health wisdom of eating mutton during the hottest days of summer. The warm tonification function of mutton makes people sweat profusely, dispelling dampness and toxins. With the development of the tourism economy, this custom has evolved into a festival every summer. Yangsanyu Village in Yiyuan County, Zibo City, hosts a grand Fuyang Festival. Tourists from far and wide flock here to enjoy a feast of mutton. The villagers also look forward to indulging in this feast. However, their way of eating mutton is a bit special. It's the dog days. Zhang Huifeng finishes his farm work after bagging apples. He starts thinking about an important matter: eating mutton.
Wanna eat mutton?
Sure.
During the dog days, there is a little farm work to do. Villagers in Yangsanyu pool their money to buy a goat and cook it in a pot to reward themselves. Later, this folk custom developed into the Fuyang Festival. The habit of eating mutton on this day became fixed among the villagers.
Bro. Wanna eat mutton? He's not home, probably doing farm work now.
Maybe later. My mom still has some.
I've got one already, you should have asked earlier.
Alright,
Wanna eat mutton?
sure.
Eat mutton?
Okay,
Buy a goat?
okay.
Black goats run in the mountains. No parts go to waste. Cooked in a large iron pot with firewood, it can prolong life and improve health. The Yimeng black goat is the top choice for making stewed mutton. For a reason.
These are real Yimeng black goats. They've been in the mountains for 5 or 6 days. They only grow about 100 kilos in 5 years. They live longer and walk more, so their meat is firm.
Zhao, I want a goat.
Okay,
We need a good one.
okay,
Is it easy to catch?
no.
With his experience, Zhang Weifan grabs a hind leg, and several other men quickly surround it. Some lift the legs, some grab the horns, and finally, they subdue the black goat.
Look at it. So good.
A full mouth of permanent teeth, it will be delicious. The 6th day of the 6th lunar month is the Fuyang Festival. Before the mutton is even in the pot, people have already flocked in. They watch the thrilling goat fighting competition, waiting for the mutton to be served. Tourists are already seated. To enjoy the mutton, they need waiters and waitresses to serve them. Meanwhile, in a small corner, Zhang and his friends are doing everything by themselves. The plump black goat is the reward for their hard work. When selecting a Yimeng black goat, every villager becomes an expert.
Free-range and pen-raised goats are different. The meat of free-range ones is bright red.
The hooves are different.
Pen-raised goats walk less, so their nails are long and bent. Free-range ones walk a lot, so their hooves are worn down.
As for other aspects, you can check its internal organs. Look. If the kidneys are wrapped in suet, the mutton will be delicious.
Butchering a goat is a craft. Following the natural grain of the mutton, they cut from top to bottom, cutting through the membrane between the joints and meat. Makes the whole process easier. However, it is not easy to handle the bones. A 20-year-old axe is used for the final tough job.
When chopping and cutting bones, you must make a clean cut in one go. If you chop twice, there will be bone fragments.
Different parts are placed in large bowls, showing the plumpness of the goat. Villagers seek freshness when eating mutton. After the black goat is butchered, it must be cooked within half an hour. Once the water boils, the internal organs are added first. As the steam rises, the oil gradually appears on the surface of the soup. When the internal organs gradually unfold and turn white, the mutton is ready to be added. The black goat's meat is firm and tougher to cook than regular mutton. To make it tender, You need to constantly heat it. It requires a long time to cook it.
When I was young, I had it only once a year. Now that living conditions have improved, whenever I want to eat mutton, I just gather a few friends and buy one.
The stewed mutton shows an even amber color on the surface. A bit shiny. When cooking mutton at home, you probably rack your brains to remove the gamey flavor. The gamey flavor mainly comes from the fatty acids. Due to the high activity level and balanced diet of the black goat, it accumulates fewer fatty acids, so it almost has no gamey flavor. When cooking, you only need to add Sichuan pepper as a seasoning. To the people of Yiyuan, adding other seasonings when stewing the goat seems odd. After being stewed for 2 hours, the large pieces of mutton are taken out. And cut into small pieces. It takes 2 or 3 people half an hour to cut up a whole goat. When the mutton looks cooked on the outside, you still can't rush. Large pieces of mutton are difficult to cook evenly. Cut them into small pieces and simmer them slowly over low heat to make them more tender. As the aroma of mutton wafts through the air, food lovers have already taken their seats, and the Fuyang Festival reaches its climax. The mutton prepared for the guests is already on the table. With the first bite, guests are instantly refreshed and satisfied.
Yum! The mutton is chewy.
Tourists from afar have begun enjoying the feast, while Zhang and his friends who pooled money to buy the goat are sharing the fruits of their labor. The villagers have already paid their shares. Distributing the mutton is a challenging task. No need for weighing, it's all based on feel.
Pick now. Take the ones with more mutton, I'll take the rest. I always distribute mutton. They trust me, they know I'm an honest man. No one will complain if it's a little more or less. Let's eat. Is it good?
Yes.
After sunset, Zhang, who served everyone all day, finally gets to enjoy the fruits of his labor.
Black goats are delicious, especially free-range ones. The
Its meat is firm, it's chewy, and has no gamey flavor.
In the small village, the relationship between people can be strengthened with a mutton dish. Villagers sitting together to share their lives is the unique rural joy in the Yimeng mountain area. When it comes to eating fish, people prioritize the ingredients. The cooking can be simple or complex. Whether it's steamed or stewed, freshness is the key. Soy sauce and hot oil together create a rich soy flavor. Whether it's the lingering spicy fish or the savory sweet braised fish, simple techniques can always create a variety of tastes. Of course, people are not short of creativity. Sweet and sour fish is a classic dish that requires skill. The skill lies in the frying temperature and the plating of the fish. The amber, glossy appearance makes your mouth water. It is sweet but not greasy, with a resilient, crispy exterior and a tender, soft interior. The plump yellow river carp is the top choice for making sweet and sour fish. But today, we will break the norm and use another type of fish to make it. A fish feast that showcases both freshness and skill is about to begin. Yangsanyu Town in Guoshan District is named after its clear springs. Clear water is good for raising fish. Here, there are countless fish restaurants of all sizes. Experienced foodies can always resist solicitations along the way.
Come to our restaurant.
Come here. We have chicken and fish.
We head straight ahead to find a unique delicacy. Rainbow trout is a delicate yet delicious fish species. Mature ones have a light red stripe on their sides. Hence the name rainbow trout. Golden trout is a variant of rainbow trout. Rainbow trout are extremely picky about water quality. For the freshest taste, they must be caught and cooked immediately.
We came from Chersheng town of Guoshan.
We came from Qingdao.
We have waited for about an hour.
There are fish ponds everywhere. We saw these fish being caught from the ponds.
Thank you. Wish you health and happiness.
This energetic lady is the owner of the restaurant, Zhang Juanxiao, known as Sis Xiao.
Hello, we want 2 rainbow trout, please.
Dad, 1 rainbow trout and 1 golden trout.
Got it.
On the other side of the walkie-talkie, Juanxia's father Zhang Dengyin faithfully follows her instructions to catch the fish specified by customers. Inside and outside the kitchen, the family is busy with their respective tasks. Various fish dishes, each prepared differently, are served one after another, making mouths water. The bustling fish restaurant shows the great market potential of rainbow trout as a delicacy. However, trying to replicate the rainbow trout dish is not easy. Firstly, rainbow trout is not easy to farm. They need to live in cold water below 20 degrees Celsius.
Rainbow trout benefit from the springs, as the temperature and cleanliness of the springs are most suitable for them. Our village was originally called Chuanherto Village because of the springs that have been here for generations.
If the water quality is slightly poor, the fish will be at risk. Therefore, cleaning the fish ponds cannot be done carelessly. Juanxia is removing algae and other debris from the ditches to ensure smooth water flow and clear water. Feeding the fish is a routine task done twice a day. When the fish feed is scattered into the pond, the trout immediately rush to eat. The fish gather together head to tail, forming a circular formation, each one plump and fat. There are so many fish restaurants nearby, but people choose to come here not only because the fish is freshly caught and cooked, but also because of its signature dish, which is its core competitiveness. Rainbow trout is delicious. Most restaurants prefer simple flavors like steamed or spicy. To stand out in the competitive culinary industry, Zhang Dengyin has learned a new fish, making the carefully cooked sweet and sour trout the restaurant's signature dish. Put the scored fish into the batter. Pour and spread some batter inside the unsoaked fish fillets. When the oil reaches 70% of its desired cooking temperature, hold the tail and back to form a bow shape and fry the fish.
After being coated with batter, the fish must be shaped. Fry in the hot oil for 3 minutes. Patience is key.
When frying the fish, carefully control the temperature. If the oil is not hot enough, the fish won't hold the batter and the head and tail won't curl up. If it's too hot, the outside will burn while the inside remains undercooked. Zhang Dangyin started cooking fish over a decade ago. Back then, due to difficulties in farming operations, he considered changing careers. Juanxia returned home from Beijing to save the family business.
One year, my parents posted a notice to transfer the farm. We worked very hard to set up the rainbow trout farming base, and it was at risk of disappearing. I felt very sorry for it.
Juanxia opened a restaurant in the base and shifted the core business from fish farming to cooking. Unexpectedly, it revived the business. When frying the head and tail, the oil temperature needs to be a bit higher. You can take the fish out and wait for the oil to heat up before frying it again, to further shape and color it. At this point, the sweet and sour fish takes on a leaping fish shape. The sauce made of sugar and vinegar is heated in the pot and poured over the fish along with cucumbers, carrots, and other ingredients. The sweet and sour rainbow trout is then ready. Sweet and sour fish is a well-known traditional dish of Shandong cuisine. The plump yellow river carp is the most famous ingredient. However, at Juanxia's restaurant, the rainbow trout, with fewer bones and tender meat, is the best choice for sweet and sour fish. From the initial 5 tables to the full house in the yard, through the ups and downs of over a decade, it is not just the rainbow trout that has accompanied the restaurant and Juanxia.
All right.
This 2-meter-long sturgeon is the king of the restaurant. Truly the treasure here. If you fancy this fish, you can only look at it a bit longer.
"16 years ago, we introduced the first sturgeon, raising it from a tiny fry to its current size.
The small fish fry has grown larger over the years. They can't bear to eat it after so many years of companionship. 16 years have passed, and Juanxia has grown from a young girl into a capable restaurant owner. However, today, Juanxia has the chance to relive her youth, because 2 childhood friends have returned home.
Hey, long time no see.
When old friends reunite, a feast is a must. Zhang Dingyin's specialty dish, sweet and sour rainbow trout, is essential. The cooking of the sturgeon is entrusted to Juanxia. After the sturgeon is cut into pieces, its nerve fibers still exist, causing the meat to twitch slightly. This also proves its freshness. The best way to preserve its deliciousness is to stew it with only spring onions, ginger, Sichuan peppers, and salt. There is a reason behind using a pressure cooker for stewing.
Firstly, its skeletons are mostly cartilage. And secondly, because of its species, we need to cook the sturgeon in a pressure cooker. The longer it cooks, the more tender the meat becomes.
The plump sturgeon meat is suitable for simmering. Large pieces of sturgeon meat fully showcase its delicate, chewy, and delicious texture. The middle part of the fish is cut into small pieces and coated with batter. The thick fish meat can be evenly coated with batter, making it perfect for making fried fish. This also highlights the sturgeon's feature of having more meat and fewer bones. You don't have to worry about fish bones while eating. What a pleasure to enjoy large bites of meat.
It's ready, try it.
The fish feast is ready. Family and friends sit together.
The sweet and sour fish today tastes great. Crispy and tender, very delicious. Thumbs up for you, uncle.
Yesterday, people from Qingdao specifically praised us, saying that the sturgeon soup was delicious.
The meat is so tender.
Raise fish in the springs of the hometown. And serve the guests with delicacies. Living in harmony with nature, accompanied by family, and reuniting with old friends. This is Juanxia's beautiful time. And also the wonderful experience in the countryside. In the past 2 years, when you mention Zibo, you might first think of barbecue. If you want to increase your intake of high-quality protein, you should eat beef barbecue. If you want to be more particular, you should choose chuck. As beef from the rear of the shoulder and neck area. The fat is evenly distributed. And the texture is soft. When grilled, it is tender and not dry. If you want something a bit fattier, you can choose brisket. This layer of soft tissue has a crispy and tender texture. When grilled, it is fragrant and oily, fat but not greasy. The barbecue feast is happy and satisfying. However, some people believe that barbecue may not be the best way to showcase the original flavor of beef. Today's main dish, braised beef in brown sauce, is an enduring classic. Cooked in an old broth. It is served as a cold dish that is salty and delicious with a chewy texture. People try different ways to cook beef. And home-style methods are not complicated. You can easily do it at home. Please join us in the countryside of Linzhi district.
Leo, I'm here to buy cattle.
Welcome.
At dusk, the afterglow of the setting sun shines on the cattle farm. It's dinner time, but these cemental cattle seem to have little appetite. Possibly due to the arrival of Ding Hui. It means that some of them are about to be sold.
These are great. Look, how beautiful.
As the heir to Ding's braised beef, Ding Hui has been dealing with cattle for nearly 30 years.
I need those that are 18 months old and weigh over 600 kilograms. At this stage with such a weight, the fat and lean are evenly distributed and they can be cooked evenly in one go.
Every morning is the most stressful time for Ding. The freshly slaughtered cattle, still warm, are hung on rows of racks. Ding and his team need to butcher them. As the local beef promoter, he races against time. If he is a step behind, the street stalls, beef restaurants, and canteens will all blame him. The sharp knife follows the natural fascia and joints of the beef and cuts along the gaps between the tendons. With each cut, the beef is divided into more than a dozen different parts. To make braised beef, you need beef shank, which is the muscle on the thigh. It is rich in fascia and has a firm texture. The gold coin tendon comes from the front legs, with distinct layers of tendons and muscles, making it a top choice. After the beef is cut, Ding immediately starts delivering it. Ding's home is in an ancient town in the western Linzhi district, Zibo City. It has been a major commercial hub since ancient times, formerly known as Jinlingyi.
In this place, Beef production is the largest industry.
If you want to eat beef, come to Jinling, the fresh meat shops on the streets, the steaming beef buns, and the beef barbecue that always showcases. The Maillard reaction are deep-seated taste memories for the people of Zibo.
This too. Take another plate.
One more.
I'm leaving now. Bye.
After butchering, Ding starts to make braised beef. The beef shank is arranged and soaked in running water for an hour. Then placed in boiling water and stirred to clean, thoroughly removing any remaining hair and impurities on its surface. A pot of old broth passed down for decades is the secret to the flavor. From initially selling beef offal on the streets to Ding's generation, the Ding family's beef-making skills have been passed down for 5 generations, with unique insights into beef seasoning. Cinnamon, Sichuan peppers, and angelica roots, these common spices need no introduction. Adding some fragrant but not spicy facing heaven peppers is Ding's little trick to remove the beef's gaminess. The final touch is the pre-ground spice powder.
Brought your secret recipe?
The spice powder is a blend of various spices prepared by Ding's mother, a secret she has guarded all her life.
When you're not running around and staying calm at home, I'll tell you the recipe. Then I'll be relieved.
You know what? When you're working you have motivation. And you feel you're needed.
So funny.
The old broth, spices, and beef need to simmer for 3 hours. Each generation has its own methods of cooking. Ding uses a salinometer to ensure precision.
It's precisely 3.56.
I need to taste it. I don't believe it.
Compared to professional instruments, the old lady prefers to trust her taste buds. To this day, she has not passed on her recipe to her son, because she hopes he can settle down. For Ding, he hopes his mother keeps her little secret, giving her something to hold on to and live more positively. What secrets can there be between mother and son? There is only a tacit understanding. In rural areas, the market fair is the primary trading place. The market fair is not only for the distribution of goods, but also for social interactions among villagers.
I'm here to buy some vegetables.
People's eyes wander among vegetables to compare prices and quality. The smiles exchanged between people reflect the worldly wisdom of villagers. Ding came to the market fair to buy ingredients for a family gathering. Chinese cabbage, long yellow daylilies, and other fresh vegetables are all essential. Mushrooms from Mengshan Mountain, locally known as shan grow in the mountains. They were very rare in the past. Plump and large mushrooms are even rarer. After balancing quality and social connections, Ding found the ingredients he needed. For the beef za cai, Ding needs to prepare 2 different parts of beef in advance. Beef from the hind leg is the most chewy and suitable for making stuffing. First, it is made into meatballs. In the past, it was difficult to gather all the ingredients for za cai.
Za cai was only cooked when we entertained distinguished guests or had a family celebration. The significance of za cai is reunion.
Beef is the main star of za cai. Beef ribs with a mix of fat and lean meat and some tendons are suitable for stir-frying. Cut them into thin slices and stir-fry with spring onion whites, ginger, and star anise. In the Ding family's meals, beef holds the top spot. After the beef is cooked, the rehydrated mushrooms are stir-fried together. Long yellow daylilies, Chinese cabbage, tofu, and freshly fried meatballs are added in order of how quickly they cook. No one knows exactly how the ingredients for zha cai came to be. Like other countless rural delicacies, it has been passed down through generations orally, and gradually perfected through repeated improvements.
Looks good, I smell the aroma.
Still 20 minutes to go. Here comes the beef.
Delicious.
It's yummy.
In the past, we used to cook beef without selecting specific parts. Now, look at the braised beef. It's all made with beef shank. Each part has its own flavor.
Using beef shank for braised beef, and beef ribs and hind leg for zha cai, Ding Hui and his family bring out the different flavors of various parts of the beef to the fullest. In the hard-won good life, food plays an important role. A feast of various beef dishes reflects the harmony and happiness of a big family. To seek delicacies in the countryside, people are willing to travel long distances. Fresh ingredients and affordable prices allow people to indulge in delicious meals. Whether it's the delicious fish raised in the clear springs, the stewed mutton raised in the mountains, or the meticulously cooked beef feast, the people of Zibo have never let go of their love and research for meat. In the exploration of the countryside, people eat large bites of meat, fulfilling the culinary dreams and desires of many.